Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. YouTube's direct uploader sucks a little bit when it comes to using web cameras. I'm just going to lay it out there. Hopefully they can improve it in the future, make it work great. I mean, I understand this is a free service, but Jesus, people. How can you screw this up? I mean, again, minor nerd rage right there, but oh gosh. I had to do this, I quote you not 10 freaking times. 10 times. 10. 10 times. 10-time champion right here. Have to put up with this. So, okay. Whew. I'm so aggravated. It just does not fail for me. So, okay, I got this accessory today for the Nintendo 3DS. That, of course, is from Rocketfish Gaming. And this, of course, can hold your 3DS through via this. And I'll go over here in quite a moment on how it works and all that goodness. So the first thing was I wanted to upgrade from this. Now again, it wasn't because of the color. I don't have any problem with a hot pink looking accessory thing, because where the hell am I going to walk around with this thing out in the public? And on top of that, I don't have a problem with pink. I don't have a problem with pink, salmon, or anything related to the pink category. It's just a freaking color. Anyone who has like, some sort of insecurities, especially homophobic nature, I don't get the prerogative. As well as at the same time, I don't understand people who get offended because the color's like, oh, that's a girl's color. It's like, no, it's not. Is it commonly assembled with girls? Sure, but it's not fully a girl's color. You know, colors are generally a spectrum where it's universal. It can be used for whatever. You know, I see guys driving around with pink cars. The heterosexuals they come, they get so much pununani. It's just redundant. So see, I don't understand that too, man. How come people always insinuate victory with having sex? I don't understand. Anyway, back on track. So, ultimate ADD moment right there. So, I digress. I'm, of course, talking about video game accessories while bringing up vagina. Lack thereof. I don't know. Maraldo. Channel 9. This, of course, accessory does this following here. You can put the 3DS in there. You have your styluses in there. And your SD sticks / game cartridges go in there. And random stuff can be tucked in there. So again, it gets tucked in there. That strap keeps it secure. It's a decent little clamshell accessory. It's decent for what it is. Mercury Innovations did a very good job with this thing. It's initially for the DSi and DS Lite, but it also works for the 3DS if you decide to find one of these in the wild. I would recommend it. It's a decent sized clamshell containment. Hard plastic-ish nature inside here protects it quite well. However, I wanted to upgrade to something a little bit more big for my buck. Bigger's better usually. Look at Sega Genesis. Way too big. I don't know. This, of course, is from the Fish guys, and again, quite large. Has a binder look to it. That classic 80s binder feel to it. It opens up like this, having Velcro, as well as Velcro right here. The Velcros, of course, combine together and make some sort of sexual contact, and go in like that, and wham, bam, boom, thank you, ma'am. You can place your 3DS right here, right there, and as you can see, I put 6 games in here. So far, my problems with this said accessory is this. These, of course, are way too tight. And it's very troublesome to actually shove the cartridges in there. When it came to SD sticks, zero problem. Fit right in there. Again, zero prerogative, no complaints. So, with that said, the other element to this that kind of annoyed me was this right here. This felt. While, again, it is good and somewhat decent for protecting said electronics, it's also a dander magnet. So if you have animals such as cats or dogs or sheep or goats or something living in your house that, sheds like crazy, I mean, even human hair, armpit hair, vagina hair, chest hair, I don't know, all this can contract onto this and make some sort of hair magnet. So again, I don't ever understand the true fact that why these companies ever use this type of material with this, because it again attracts so much crap on there, and hair isn't necessarily good to have fully around electronics. I don't know why my head's bald by now if that's the case. Anyway, so on this side right here you have a little pouch which I actually stored a couple of games, which I think it's actually more practical to keep the cartridges or the loose games in there. Anyway, I got a couple in there for now, which I'm probably going to put these away inside the actual cases of the games, which will make more sense. As well as I have the AR card in there. And it's transparent, as you can see, so you can actually see through it a little bit. So you kind of reflect some light on there and see what's in there and go, oh, my cartridge is in there, and you go and get it. So I got no real complaints about this right here. It's decent, does its job, very compact, not too over big. As well as it has a stylus holder, as I mentioned before. I don't see the practical point of that if you have the stylus inside your 3DS most of the time. I mean, I don't see the practical point. I just don't. I mean, I can understand if you have an extra one laying around, no complaints. I mean, if I have a larger stylus, which I'm probably am going to be getting pretty soon, you know those stylus pens there they have, those third-party ones, you can, a little bit bigger, I might actually pick up one of those and put that in there. I don't know. I mean, it probably won't even fit in there at all. It's a pretty small hole, but, yep, I knew that joke was coming. I was waiting for someone to say it out loud. How big is the hole, Daniel? So, with that said, very dirty jokes here today. I do apologize all my female viewers. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just very compulsive with it. So, as you can see, this comes out. So if you have this clipped onto your 3DS, and if you need to access your 3DS manually by hand, and you just do your stuff with that, access it. Then when you're done, you can either rotate it, flip it around, and clip it back in, lock it in. Initially what this is for viewing. So if you're watching Netflix or anything outside an airport, even though airports kind of limit you what you can actually access on your device, which is kind of freaking silly. And you can which the Wi-Fi on at the airports usually suck. Trust me, I tried to watch some Netflix while I was waiting for my flight. It wasn't entertaining at all. I was quite disappointed because of the fact that Wi-Fi, it limits you what you can access online, so you can't look at porn or Netflix. They took your life away from you, I know. But in conclusion, the device, while it sort of sucks for this right here, because if you do own the Nyko Power Pack Plus, it will not clip in at all, which again, that's very important if it does clip in. As you can see, if you have it at an angle which is like this, it's fine. However, if you bang this thing once, it's going to go right out instantly. So if you have the core pack or the battery pack for the 3DS, then you're all set. So that's a big letdown. I mean, it's not a major back-breaking issue. I mean, it's a small sacrifice, I suppose, but at the same time, if you do have the Power Pack Plus, I'd probably say do not really get this at all. I mean, there'd be no point to it other than the storage. I mean, yes, can it go in there for a while? Absolutely. I mean, you can just go like this. Just slot it in, push it down like so, close it, and press it in, secure it, and it will be in there, don't get me wrong. You just got to be very careful because, again, it does not move, which is decent, but also very troublesome because I personally want that bracket be able to clip in and be able to be secure. It's not secure with that. I mean, I'm not again going to say don't buy it in general because honestly, it's a pretty cool accessory. Besides some of the problems I mentioned above, if you have the core battery, great accessory. If you want to use the Power Pack Plus, probably get this. It'd be a lot better for your money. Because, quite frankly, It expands right here, so as you can see the material expands, it fits, works great. However, this right here could cost you at least the $200 price mark if you accidentally jerk this the wrong way. But what do I know? In conclusion, I'd recommend it generally, but if you have extra accessories attached to your 3DS, avoid it. So, take it easy, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. I'm going to go slam my head into a wall. Oh, man.